fixed the leak that I thought was the problem, but it ain't the only damn problem. Let's figure out what's going on, guys. What's up, guys? So here's what we got. We still have a water leak issue. Not in the same place, but now it's in a different place. So I think what's happened is it was actually leaking from two places to start with, but I could only see the leak from the back of the faucet. So I have replaced the connectors and the connections on the back of the faucets. They do not leak anymore, but there is still water coming from up under the tub. So what I'm going to have to do, oh God, is disassemble the bottom of the tub. I'm going to have to try to possibly take the side off to find out where we're leaking at and fix that leak. I've checked under the sink in the bathroom. I've checked under the sink in the kitchen. We're not leaking anywhere there. We're not leaking at the back of the faucet. There's water seeping from up under the tub. The leak has to be there. The way I see it, if I find out where it's leaking from there and hope to God it's not some main pipeline or something, and I seal that or fix that leak, we should no longer have a leak problem in the camper. Alright guys, my leak is coming from here and down in here. Okay? So the leak must be up under the tub. So what I'm going to have to do is hopefully take off this top plate. Try to take these screws off back maybe about this far just so I can get this out. Maybe I don't need to do that, so I'll hold off on that particular topic. But my main goal is to get this off so I can kind of pull this out to look up under here to see where the leak might be coming from. Because I can't get back here to see the leak where it's coming from, I'm going to have to actually find out where it's at here. So, yeah, let's work on that. So what that means is that I don't need to take everything else out. I shouldn't go that way. I should just be able to slide this out. And I do. Okay. You know what, guys? The only fucking way I'm gonna get this off is if I take the entire ring around here off. All of this ring has got to come off, and then I can lift this fucking tub out of here. Because there's no other way for me to get this out of here. I thought, let me show you what I thought. I thought if I take this off, that I would just be able to get behind here and pull this wall out. But this wall is screwed into the damn floor. It's not a side panel that's just sitting there. Which means this entire tub has got to come out in order for me to see where the fucking leak is in the bottom. God damn it. I swear, guys, if it's not one thing, it's another. Alright guys, so I got the tub out. I took all the screws out, took the framing off. I had to use a screwdriver to pry the framing, the little metal enclosed framing off the wall because they had it glued very well, so it was not going to leak from the sides. And I turned on the water and found out where the leak was. Let me explain everything to you guys. Sorry I didn't get a chance to videotape all of me doing that, but I had my buddy Bob helping me, and you know, want to respect people that don't want to be on TV and all that stuff. So, or YouTube, TV, same thing. So let me show you what it looks like now. Okay, so here is what it looks like under the tub area, the shower tub. Absolutely disgusting. There's a number of things wrong here. I'm just going to go by one. So the drain area was actually right here. And if you look right here, guys, you see this? That's the bottom of the camper. That is the tin. On the other side of this tin is the outside. Literally. That's all that's in between me and the outside is a piece of tin. That's it. Amazing. The drain system was right here. Okay? And this is the drain pipe here. What you see here is what they call a trap. And correct me for all the plumbers out there in the YouTube world, correct me if I'm wrong, and focus on that. As you can see here, look at the threads here. I could not unscrew it because the drain itself, and I'll show you the drain here in a second. But the drain, as a matter of fact, I can show you the drain right now. Hold on. Alright guys, so here's the drain. As you can see, it is a plastic drain. I just never knew that there was a such thing as a plastic drain. And all the drains in this camper, all plastic. You see the drain portion is completely hollow. That's because it was plastic, and when I went to twist it out, it broke. Fantastic. But this basically screws on just like this, and this is a brace between the tub and the drain to kind of keep it tight. This is part of the drain right here. I know this is disgusting, guys, but it's a camper life, and it is what it is. This is part of the drain. It's plastic. In every household drain that I know of, they're metal drains. So when I went to go use a pair of pliers to take the drain out, like you normally would, and unscrew it, it broke it. So that was useless. That didn't do me any damn good. Because I couldn't unscrew the drain, I had to go about it another way. So what I did is I took a screwdriver inside and I basically hammered until I broke the ridge on the actual pipe, just to get the tub off of there without tearing the tub up. Because if I would have had to replace that tub, it would have cost me $140 for a new tub. Not gonna fucking happen, guys. So this is the trap, and it was actually right here. Okay. Now, what I'm being told is that normally traps are not directly up under tubs. They're actually down the line somewhere. For some reason, this one is right up under the tub, and I don't understand it. But there was a seal in here that I have, which is right there. You see the seal. And look at the threads in here, guys. These threads are all gooked up. It's almost like I don't know what they put, plumber's glue or something in here, but I tried to untwist this from the bottom and it wasn't going to happen because they gooped it up so much. So I had no choice but to hit a screwdriver to it and bust it open. Once I did that, I was able to pop off the drain here, this trap, and I'm going to go to Lowe's and see if I can't get me a new piece of this this pipe here to replace this here. Okay, now here's the other thing, guys. What you see here is the vent pipe for the black water tank, and this is the piping here, excuse me, the vent pipe for the black water tank. Getting focused here, guys, hold on. This is the vent pipe for the black water tank. So basically, if the black water tank overflows, this goes up to the roof, and you don't want that happening. And this is my pipe for my gray water tank. Okay, this comes from the sink. This comes from the kitchen, the bathroom sink. Those are the only two places that I know of, and it drains out to the gray water tank. So the tub comes in, comes through there, comes down to the gray water tank. The way this was sitting, I want you to look at this piece of wire right here. Okay? You see that notch? You see that notch right there in the hole? This is wiring, okay? This is wiring that goes to the tail lights on the back of the camper. Why on earth would they bring it so close to the piping instead of running it to the outside here? Blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind, guys. Sorry if it's blurry, guys. I'm going in and out and it's blurring back on me, so I'll try to catch it when I can. But you see this notch, this hole in the wiring right there? Let me show you something. I want you to look on the back of this trap. You see that notch right there? Focus on that. See that? This was sitting under the pipe. It was actually jammed up under that P-trap. They ran the wiring. They ran the wiring under that pipe instead of around to the other side here. They should have ran it up through here and around instead of under the pipe. So if there was a leak here, which there has been for a very long time, and there was any kind of open wiring there, that could have shorted out and caused major issues in this camper. My mind is blown at how they do stuff here, okay? Okay, let me tell you where the leak is coming from. So me and Bob went out and turned it on and found out that the leak is actually coming from right here. These T's. These plastic metal T's here. Okay? They're leaking. So what I'm going to have to do is go to Lowe's, get some of these T's here. I'm going to have to replace those T's here with PEX T's, and probably going to have to get me some PEX cabling in between here, and basically replace these T's right here, and then we should be good to go because I have PEX connectors on the back here. Okay, now here's the other thing too. This tub was actually leaning in this corner. Okay, so every time I took a shower, the water would all gather up in this corner, and it was causing the fiberglass tub to rust or start to get stained in that corner. So every time I took a shower, I had to be conscious and sweep my foot so that I can get the water down to the drain here instead of just being raised higher. I was thinking that maybe there was some 2x4s or something down here that was causing, like, you know, have like a frame system that this tub was sitting on. No, this, what you see in front of you here, this block here, that is stapled to the bottom of the camper. This one stapled to the bottom of the camper. This one screwed to the bottom of the camper. And this one screwed to the bottom of the camper. This is the framing system that the tub sits on. My mind is blown that these 4 blocks, it's all what's holding that tub up. That's holding my weight up and this tub up when I take a shower. Mine is just blown. And it's my understanding from what Bob tells me, this is pretty much how most campers are done. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to Lowe's. I'm going to get this P-trap replaced. I'm going to get a new drain. I'm going to show you that drain on the outside. We and Bob are going to take these blocks out of here, and we're going to build a frame structure out of 2x4s that's going to properly allow this thing to sit, and it will also come across, 2 braces will come across the center, and we'll make it so that it all goes over all of my piping here, just to make it a lot more secure, guys. I'm going to build this back better than it was, and then hopefully it won't cost me an arm and a leg. So looks like all I need to get is a drain, a P-trap, and some T's and maybe some PEX cable, and I should be okay because I have the rings, I have the tool. I should be able to properly put the T's and everything back on there. So, and then me and Bob we have some 2x4s here. We're going to cut up some measurements to make some framing and get this framed up correctly, guys. Let me show you something. This is my fiberglass tub, shower tub, bottom. I want to show you something. I looked on the side and there's a date here. It says 11/7/84. Station 62. Checked by Teresa. So this tub is the original tub out of this camper. 84. This is an 85. Amazing.
It's your boy,